Hello everyone, it is Beth of beth-schneider.com, integrating spiritual and financial freedom that we may be living a full spectrum life. So you are here, you are in a body, a magnificent tool of communication, but be not deceived. You are not a body, you are an idea in the mind of God, if you will. You are simply source, you are energy. You cannot be contained or confined except to have a fun experience, to be in a play. As Shakespeare says, all the world's a stage, and here we are, and you are, as I've said before, the star of this show. So we get to play any character we want. So what is it that you are playing today? What is your vision? What's the story that you're writing? So what I want to talk about today is a phrase that is coined by Wallace Wattles in The Science of Getting Rich, which is your right to be rich. Your right, my right to be rich. And as spiritual beings who are consciously evolving, that have made the choice, as I'm assuming because I have attracted you into my field, that one of the things that we share in common is this commitment to our spiritual growth and evolution. And what does that mean in the context of being in the body, to be an awakened being, to be enlightened? You know, there's been all kinds of takes on that. You know, of course, more leaning traditionally from the East, this idea that, you know, we evolve and then we get to leave the body behind, and that this idea of enlightenment. And this can be just my own projection or sort of a stereotype, so don't lay anything on it. But this image of, you know, the very evolved being rather detached from this world, you know, because in the body is attached to the body is this identity called the ego, and that's where all the suffering comes from. And so there is this recognition that by detaching from that identification with the ego, with the body, we get to leave suffering behind. And hey, that's great, you know, because suffering is not required. Suffering is a choice we get to make. But in the body, where there are things that come and things that go, and we're attached to things that come and go, there can be suffering when we have to let things go, whether those are other people that we love and they're no longer in this form, or things that we get attached to, like money and wealth and riches, and things again that are within time and things in time past. But that said, you as a spiritual being have the opportunity and the right to be rich. And that simply means the right to have access to all the resources that you can possibly need, use, or want as you write the story of your life. And to recognize, to give yourself full permission to be rich, because we lay all kinds of meanings upon ideas. I know I certainly did, because we can look at the world and see imbalances and see distortions around money and the beliefs about money, and why people go after it with such fervor, from a sense of lack within themselves, and not recognizing that the wealth is within, and that then we can outpicture that. So you have every right to be rich, and that it is a responsibility as we grow in mastery, uniting the heaven and earth, you know, like the cross of heavenly awareness, that we are spirit, that we are ideas, we are not a body, but intersecting the plane of earth and physicality, and that, like being in a video game, we go up in skill level. And so we have an opportunity at this time and place in which we live to unify. And I am suggesting to you that the way I see it, it is my spiritual responsibility to demonstrate mastery on the earth plane. And that includes, if I'm living within society, the expression of physical wealth, which we call being rich or having money. So give yourself permission today, and allow it to be an aspect, if you will, everything is choice, of your spiritual journey of being an enlightened being, but having a physical journey, to have no limits upon your concept of wealth and abundance, and that it is a gift that you get to give yourself, and in so doing be the example to others that they too can do the same. And so this is my message today to you, that I am thankful to be living an abundant life upon this beautiful, abundant planet Earth, and to share that message with you. So peace from Beth the Sybil, love and blessings to you on your journey.